the next one we're looking at is KEC International. Remember, the company has got a tailwind because we have the National Electricity Plan that was announced last week, and that's a tailwind for the industry itself. But to get more company specific, they raised some money via the QIP route, around 850 crores or thereabouts. To understand what they'll use it for, what's the way ahead, we're joined by Mr. Vimal Kejriwal, the MD and CEO of the company. Hi, Mr. Kejriwal. Good morning. Always good having you on the show. Break it up for us. This money that you've raised, you've mentioned that some debt repayment will take place. So how does it, deleverage your books? Point number one. And point number two is you're taking an enabling resolution for around 4,500 crores. So is there further equity fundraise that's due in the coming months?
Morning, Nigel. As far as the QIP is concerned, we have raised around 870 crores. And the primary purpose is debt deleveraging. Almost everything will go towards debt repayment. We have kept some small amount towards general corporate purpose, I think 20-25 crores. So large purpose is to strengthen the balance sheet. And the impact of that is that, our debt equity, which was expected to be around 1 at the end of the year, will now probably be around 0.7%. Similarly, debt to EBITDA will improve by around 30 basis points. And if you look at the overall impact on the balance sheet for an annualized, 870 crores would mean around 75-80 crores of, interest cost saving. And secondly, since we'll be repaying some of the debt, etc., it gives us a lot more room to use non-funded limits, so we can raise some more bank guarantees and LCs, which will help us in, growing the business a little more than what we could have grown otherwise.
But hi, morning, Mr. Kejriwal. Got that point. But, the thing is, I think originally the enabling resolution was for a much larger amount, I think 4,500 crores. And that got the market excited about potential inorganic moves or maybe acquisitions that you'll look at doing. And then eventually you raised only 870. So what is the thought process? And I mean, the buzz is on ITD cementation, whether you were interested, whether you've pulled out, what the issues there were. And if not ITD, any other company. But again, the QIP amount now doesn't seem to suggest that you're looking at any immediate mega acquisition. But just set the record straight on this.
Yeah, so good morning. I lost you for some time, but I think the question was, you've got a enabling for 4,500 and you've done a lesser amount. So I think it's very clear that when we had raised the QIP also, which was an enabling resolution, we had very clearly mentioned that a part of this, which was close to 800 or 900 crores, would be used for balance sheet strengthening. And the second one was enabling to keep us, ready with a sort of a war chest or thing. And when we get a good acquisition or a multiple acquisitions. So right now we are looking at quite a few of them, but I don't think anything is something which will happen today or tomorrow. So we do have an option of raising more money, but I think it will happen as and when we get something.
So the war chest, basically the war is not fully on, I guess. But I was asking you about ITD cementation. Are you completely away from that particular potential asset? Have you lost interest there?
So I don't think I would like to comment on an individual asset. Okay. We have quite a few of them in the pipeline. Some of them are in the civil side. Some of them are on the oil and gas, etc. So I think we will have to wait and watch what happens, how it develops.
Right. Mr. Kejriwal, I would not normally push you. Good morning, Prashant here. But, our colleague Yash had reported on the 1st of August that you are the front runner to acquire the promoter stake in ITD. So just for the sake of clarification for our viewers, are you still in the race or are you no longer in the race for that asset and you could be looking at others?
Prashant, I will unfortunately not be able to comment on individual assets. Okay. And that's what we had said earlier also.
Okay. No problem.
Okay, all right. Got it. So in case you're going to be doing some inorganic growth, only then will you come to raise some money? Is that the way we look at it?
100%.
Okay, all right. Got that. There's a ratings downgrade that's coming from CARE. Give us further clarity on that. Was there any, any payments that you missed, or if you could give us some clarity on that front?
So, Nigel, there was no payment missed or anything. If you read the rating rationale, the rationale is all positive, except that they said that the gross current assets should have come down more than what they have come down. And that's the single biggest reason why they decided to downgrade. And they have also mentioned the QIP. Our request to them was that we should wait for the QIP to happen. But anyway, the rating committee decided that, they cannot wait for that to happen. Now that we have done the rating, the QIP, we will go back to them. There was no other reason. There's no miss or anything. We have been absolutely on dot on all our payments.
We take your point on that, Mr. Kejriwal, and appreciate you joining in, giving us details with regard to that QIP. Most of it will be used for debt reduction. You're fairly comfortable with regard to the leverage in your books, and only in case you're going to be doing an inorganic growth will you come ahead and raise further capital from the markets. We look forward to chatting up with you in the time to come. Thanks a lot, Mr. Kejriwal.